are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra, When the Walls Fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio. My co-host, as always, Jason. Every once in a while, I think of, while the music's playing, I'm like, this is going to be an incredible way to launch the show. This is going to be so funny and witty. And then I say the introduction, and I completely forget what I was thinking. But that's okay. Jesse's here.
All nicked up, baby.
All nicked up, doing what he does. Preston is the czar of information. Stella is on the ones and zeros. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm sitting here drinking out of my Yeti cup because I'm not like those Stanley girls. I'm not about that Stanley. There's definitive proof that Yeti is better. Than Stanley.
Did you see the thing where a guy's
truck
caught on fire?
Tell the story.
Yeah, so a guy's truck caught on fire, and firefighters there, and they put it out, and it's like completely burnt to the ground. And he reaches in after it's all cooled down and pulls out his Yeti, and he shakes it, and you can still hear the ice. And he's like, does a video, and all the ice is still. It's not even just like a little bit; it's all still there. Yeah. So Yeti got wind of this, and who knows if this was set up, but they got wind of it, and they sent a brand new truck. I'm like, that is the best publicity.
That's a great advertisement.
Perfect.
Yeah. Is there something with Stanley going around right now?
Stanley mugs are like a big deal right now. It's like,
because I saw on Twitter everybody's talking about Stanley. I'm like,
it's like
what's
white
the big
girls
deal?
who like Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
Essentially,
they're Swifties.
Yeah. And your son.
I got to be careful. Yeah, Levi carries his around quite a bit.
That checks out.
I think Grace has two, and I think he takes one of hers. I don't know if Grace likes
Is she a Swiftie?
Taylor Swift or not. I don't know. We've not talked about it. She doesn't talk to me very much.
Did you see the thing? There's a lady who asked for a Stanley, because all women were asking for Stanleys for Christmas, and lady asked for a Stanley.
I'm sorry, but what started this?
Good marketing.
It's just marketing.
It's just marketing.
And it's specifically women? Because I've got a Stanley thermos. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's this lady who's asking for a Stanley for Christmas, and her husband got her one, and she's like doing this video, and she's crying, and it's one of the tall green. She's like, I want a big Stanley. And he got her a tall green.
I've got that one.
Big Stanley
It's
with
great.
the cup on the top.
Yeah.
That's not what I was talking about.
Because you got a little cup built into it.
That is the iconic take fishing or hunting cup.
Yeah.
Right?
Hiking,
if you're going
camping,
fishing,
any of that.
fishing with the Stanley.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Come on.
Nothing
better than Yeti.
Jesse, you're kind of into fishing now, aren't you?
I'm starting to, yeah.
Jesse's the kind of guy that he does one thing one time, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I was talking to Cody. I just was talking to Cody, and you went fishing with Cody. Oh, by the way, sponsor of today's show, Daffy Down Industries. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Daffy Down. Go to daffydown.com and get all of their stuff. We get a cut of everything that they make.
So use hashtag
Lauer
Road Radio.
Lauer Road Radio, and all of that will kick back to the show. All of it. But seriously, it's good stuff.
It is.
It's good stuff. So go to daffydown.com. And anyway.
If you don't get your code at checkout, just try it 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah, or just do the contact them, or, I don't know.
Say, they promised me.
They promised me.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Cody, and he said that you guys had gone fishing, kind of last minute kind of thing. Didn't quite catch anything.
Yep.
And he said you're ready to go again. You were watching YouTube videos
all day.
You're like, So this is Jesse. He does one thing one time, and all of a sudden he's just gonna jump in completely.
I'm all in. I dip my toe in for a second, and then I'm just in.
Yeah, this is it.
Tell me your story about Joe Mayo.
Oh
fishing.
Yeah, Joe Mayo, friend of the show.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Joe or Caleb, if either one of you are watching, write in. Tell us that you like the show. Joe, actually, this wasn't Joe. This was with Caleb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Joe and Caleb were brothers.
Yeah.
I assume still are brothers. Anyway, friends of mine. And Caleb is, at the time, he was an avid fisherman.
This was, 25 years ago?
It's a good 25 years ago, I think. And he says, we're just friends.
Yeah.
Just bros.
Just bros being bros.
We're in a band together. and I was in his band, and then I wasn't mysteriously. I don't know what happened, but I was in the band, and then they were going to do this tour thing, and they didn't. Somehow they lost my number. Anyway,
they didn't need that tambourine player after all.
Yeah. So Caleb's like, "Hey, I'm going fishing. Do you want to come fishing with me?" And at the time, I was listening to a lot of Louis Armstrong, and he's got a song called "Gone Fishing, You Ain't Working Anymore. Gone fishing, there's a sign upon your door." Anyway, so I thought, you know what? You left the row half done. You said working ain't no fun. You're gone fishing instead of just a wishing. That was Bing Crosby, by the way. Anyway, I had to finish it. I'm sorry.
I know you do.
So I
just let
it go. The worst thing you could do is stop it. It's going to make it worse.
You're going to have to start all over.
It's like when a kid throws a fit. Like, he'll pass out.
Yeah.
Just let him
do his thing.
Yeah. So, anyway, Caleb says
it's like a Christmas vacation. If he gets hold of your,
he got a little Mississippi leg hound in him, Clark. Best advice is if he gets a hold of your leg, just let him finish. That's so. Anyway, so I'm so Caleb wants to go fishing. So I'm like, yeah, man. I said, he goes, do you like it? I said, well, I used to go with my grandpa when I was like little. I remember going fishing. So yeah, sure, I'd love to go fishing with you. So we go to some fishing all out in Oklahoma, and he takes me and he's like, here's your pole. He goes, this is the good spot. I'll let you have the good spot. He said, I'll go over there. I was like, hey man, thanks for the good spot. Appreciate that. So he gives me the pole, and I don't know, I got worms or whatever, and I okay. And then I look at the pole, and you see, so I gave a key to the story earlier, is that I used to go fishing with my grandpa. Okay. So the last time I went fishing, I was like 7.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm looking at the fishing pole he gives me, and I'm like, where's the button?
you see old Zebco 33s.
I was like, I don't know. There's no, I don't see the button, and I don't know what to do here.
Because I know how to do the button.
And so I was pretty good with the button. I had it timed.
We used to go out in the front yard at Lauer Road.
Yeah.
Put just a sinker on.
Yeah.
No hook. And we'd just be casting all day.
I was good with the button. And I didn't know, and I'm a grown but adult at this point. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
20.
I'm like 19 or 20, but still I'm out of the house.
You should know better.
I'm paying rent.
Yeah.
You'd think I would know. I just found out how babies are made, but so anyway, I don't know what to do about this, and I think, well, this is obviously some slick thing where the button is hidden somehow, or he gave me a one where the button fell off. So I was like,
it's broke.
I was like, man, sorry, where's the button on this thing? And he laughed so hard, I think he fell in the pond. Like he would not stop laughing. He's like, those are for kids. And I was like, I don't know.
That's how my
the
fish
only one
I
I
kid.
know. So, but then I learned that it's apparently there's a non-button version of a fishing pole.
No one uses buttons anymore. Come on.
I'd love that. I don't. First of all,
I have a button pole.
I don't. What's the problem with the button?
There's
I think
nothing wrong
the
with
button is a beautiful thing.
Listen,
It's
us
like-
pro fishers, we don't use buttons.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. It's like the button is the equivalent of the Velcro shoe. Why wouldn't you want a Velcro shoe?
I like a Velcro shoe.
I love a Velcro shoe. You love a Velcro shoe, I'm sure.
Nope. I have a pair of boots that has a crank on it that tightens. You just twist it.
Yeah.
Remember the pump?
Man, I thought for sure
Pump
if I
it
got the
up.
pump, I would be able to dunk. I was beyond convinced that the pump was the only thing stopping 150-pound, 5'2" Dan in 7th grade from dunking.
Yeah.
I thought that's it. It's
gonna pump it up.
It's the pump. I'm going to pump it up. But
Never did have pumps, did
never
you?
did have pumps. So as a result,
yeah.
I've never dunked.
I've got some stuff.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Blob Boy.
Uh-huh.
These are one of our most frequent
Loyal listener.
listener. If you could bring back one musician or band back from the dead for a live performance, who would it be?
Well, it's interesting that Beatles song just recently came out. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. It's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
And so it's a new Beatles song written by John Lennon that they've resurrected the song, not John Lennon, from the dead. So that's kind of cool. I would go probably. So the question, give me the question exactly.
Well, okay, yeah. So there's one little addition on the end of it.
Caveat, as they say.
If you could bring back one musician or band back from the dead for a live performance, who would it be? They would be in their prime.
Okay.
Not a zombie. Or they could be a zombie. I don't care.
Okay. I would want the child version of Mozart when he was like 9 years old. He toured Europe with his father and was so amazing that kings and queens would have him come in and play, and he would play extemporaneously on the piano as like a 9-year-old, and it was like blowing people's minds. This is in the peak of the classical musical movement, so I'm gonna go Mozart, child Mozart. That's what I want to go.
That's so pretentious.
Yeah, it is. He lives in a loft.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I never understood. I wish. I'll say it this way.
Are you getting emotional?
A little bit. No, I don't.
Okay.
I have no emotional ties to Elvis whatsoever. Having said that, he was like this huge thing. I don't even like when I go back and listen to his music. I'm like, okay, whatever.
He was a performer.
He was a performer, but to see him in his prime, I would like to also be transported back 60 years.
Yeah.
And see the wild of the crowd.
Sure.
I think that would be fun.
He started shaking his hips.
Yeah, I mean, that would,
Forrest Gump taught him that.
We all know that.
yeah.
Well, it's in the movie.
So I mean, I have Elvis floating out there, and then also like Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is dead, officially.
Yeah.
So they say. But Johnny Cash in his prime, I want to see it.
His grandson.
Oh,
is
I saw that,
making it-
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Man,
good.
He sounds just, well, not just, but very close to
Very close.
If we're gonna go last 100 years, I would like to see all of the Beatles together playing. That's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what I would
in
pick.
their prime.
In their prime.
Yeah.
All of the Beatles together. I would say
The Beatles. Is that how it goes?
sure. I would say
the Ed Sullivan
Beatles.
show.
Yeah, sure. Not Ed Sullivan Beatles. I would say Abbey Road Beatles is what I would pick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm going Tupac.
Tupac.
Just, I'm not even into rap all that much, but like, I know it was a big deal when he died. And now, especially if you brought him back now, because now there's apparently evidence that Diddy had him killed. So I'd like to see the beef kind of happen after the concert.
The Illuminati Wars.
Yeah.
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 That should be the name of his album.
Illuminati Wars.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Preston, do you have an answer?
Nirvana.
Oh, okay.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. It wasn't that good then.
No, I don't have a gun.
That was a lie.
But he did.
Turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smells Like Teen Spirit's a great song, though.
It is a great, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are now, entertain
Don't get me
us.
started, Jason.
I feel stupid and contagious.
That's good.
Sorry. What do you got?
Oh, you don't have any more X stuff?
No, I didn't ask for X tonight.
Okay.
I just kind of.
Normally, lately,
Well,
I've
Blood
been,
Boy knows when we record.
I've been counting on
So
that.
he.
Okay.
Blood Boy and Jerome.
I'm
No.
just gonna.
Jasper.
Jasper, yeah.
Keep forgetting.
I don't know how this is going to translate onto the podcast.
Okay.
But here is a map, and I'll just try to explain.
This audio format.
Mount Rushmore of maps.
I'll try to
Dora's map.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
the Risk map,
Oh, yeah.
the
Risk
Lord
map.
of the Rings map,
Yeah.
because that's very iconic.
Probably some type of Magellan map around the world. He did it.
Yeah, there it is. This is a map of.
Or are we going to go paper, digital, globe?
Oh, there it is.
Globe, paper, digital, and stone.
You really going to go globe on me, Jason? You of all people.
It's a hollow earth.
Yeah. All right. This is a map that I'm looking at, and I'll show it to you,
Is it
Jason.
topographical?
It's no, I love a topographical.
Come on.
I like to feel it.
Rocky Mountains.
This is yeah.
Different than Appalachia.
Yeah. So this
Himalayas.
is two. This is two maps.
I like them rolling
of
hills.
you know what? It's
You brought it up. You like to feel the map.
I do like to feel the map. I like to pretend I'm blind.
and picture what mountains would feel like.
Do you ever try to read Braille? Just go, I wonder if I can.
Doesn't work.
It's just,
I can't do it.
it's
You
just,
know the hack for that?
it's just bumps.
Underneath the Braille, a lot of times there's the words that are written.
Oh, really?
So I look at the Braille and then go, oh, this is what it says.
Okay, that's that. That's that.
Yeah.
Do you close your eyes when you touch a Braille? Because it wouldn't make a
Always.
difference. How often do you do this?
Anytime I see Braille.
Every bathroom.
Lady goes to walk out of the bathroom and there's Dan just in front of the door.
Is this the women's? This is two maps of the United States. One is 1947. The other is 2023. And this is 1947. You've got, now my phone is black and white. So I'm just going to say dark gray, light gray, and white. Okay. So dark gray is all the places in 1947 that people referred to it as pop.
You're talking soda pop.
Well, here's the thing, Jason.
Yeah.
White is soda and light gray is Coke.
Okay.
Okay. So in 1947, that's what the map looks like. So it looks like on the West Coast, you got Washington, Oregon. It kind of dips down all the way into like Oklahoma, Kansas, and then up and around kind of St. Louis, and then kind of ends in Pennsylvania is the pop one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's us. Midwest and then West is pop. And then soda, you've got California, LA, Arizona, and then a little pocket around what I think is, I guess it's around St. Louis, and then soda's on the East Coast too, and then everything in the South, Texas,
Is
all the
all
way to
Coke.
Florida is all Coke.
Yeah. What about Minnesota?
Minnesota is pop,
Okay.
and so that's 1947.
That's when the aliens crashed.
Is it?
Yeah. That's Roswell.
2023.
Okay.
Pop is barely holding on.
Oh.
Yeah, pop's barely holding on.
I
It's
don't like it.
strong in the Dakotas and Minnesota still. It's only not even half the top half of Ohio and in parts of Michigan. And then soda is like way bigger than everything else. And then Coke has shrunk significantly too, just down in the dirty old South. Is what I'm
The
gonna call
dirty
it.
old South.
And
yeah.
so that's what it looks like. You know,
Dude, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't like it.
And I do feel like I hear more people. We're from Ohio.
Yeah.
I do feel like I hear more people saying soda nowadays.
Young people.
Young people.
Yeah.
And I think it's the internet that we have to blame,
Yeah.
which is also coincidentally where I got this map. I'm an internet user
On grayscale.
on grayscale. Who knows how great this map could be in color, but
Or if it was topographical.
I'd feel it. So yeah, there it is.
I think we should try to make a push to get pop
Yeah.
as the number one.
I'd like to see pop back into the.
What are your feelings if you combine them?
I kind of
Soda
thought
pop.
that
Soda pop.
I
Just
always
too much
thought
to
that there was
say.
a group of people that called it cola. They just call it cola, but
No, not
according
so
to the
much.
map, no.
No.
I can't call it anything else but sodies now after
Sodies.
that video of the two
That
really
might
fat
take
ladies.
over all of them.
A diet soda.
Diet sodies.
Yeah.
So, show of hands, Jason.
Okay.
Okay, I want everybody to be honest. Okay, who pees in the shower? Okay, all right.
Stella?
Stella's abstaining from the vote.
Well,
So here's
it's kind of a half raise. It's on her chin.
kinda like,
yeah. Like sometimes. Just a little bit.
So here's a brief history of my peeing in the shower. I never did. I felt like it was wrong, and I thought that somehow it would give me some sort of foot disease or something.
Warts or something
I
like
don't
that,
know.
yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk it. But then at some point, I just said, you know what? I've made it this far in life. And it probably what happened is that I just really had to go. Didn't go before I got in the shower. And I just was like, all right, I guess this is happening. So I peed in the shower. And then nothing broke. I
Yeah.
didn't spring forth some sort of wart from my foot.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to be okay. Didn't tell my wife about it,
No.
but everything's okay. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess I'll just do this now all the time. So
So every time you have to pee, you
I take a shower. Yeah. It's become a bit of a hindrance to many things in life. but it's working so far. So no, so I become, and I'm not proud of it, Jason. I'm really not.
Yeah.
But I've become a pee in the shower guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm at. So here's what has happened. I think I've now become conditioned. So I'm at Planet Fitness the other day.
No.
And I work out, as you do. And that day, instead of going home, I took a shower at Planet Fitness so that I could go straight to my appointment or whatever. And I get in the shower, and then all of a sudden the water hits me, and I feel like I have to pee. So I would think that we would, maybe Jesse excluded, I think that we would all think, maybe you excluded, that it's wrong to pee in the Planet Fitness shower.
Yeah, I'm excluded from that.
Yeah, you're okay with it.
Well, yeah, because I picked the shower stall that the drain is not in, because you don't want to be in the path of the pee.
Downstream of another pee.
Yeah, so I'm always
You're just
upstream.
assuming there is...
Yeah, because if someone comes in and
Well,
they
and
have
the
to pick a
Planet
shower.
Fitness showers are individual, so that's not an issue.
Oh, so they have an individual drain?
Yeah, each shower has its own. Each shower has its own
let
thing.
it rip.
Let it go, man.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I felt like it was wrong. Because here's the thing. Here's what I decided, and it was hard to not pee in the shower because I'm just so used to it now. But I
You
held
actually
it.
look forward to it.
I kind of do. I kind of. So but I was very convicted in that moment because I don't want another guy to pee in the shower that I'm in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
But he
So
is.
I know he is, but I want to live my life that way where I'm doing to others as I would have them do unto me.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I find it interesting that you brought this up. We haven't talked, and you're never on Twitter. But about 2 weeks ago, I posted this poll.
Oh.
Have you ever peed in the shower?
Really?
I did.
Oh, that's funny.
59 people voted.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, this is a significant.
What the question
feedback.
is exactly saying?
I'll read you the choices. Have you ever peed in the shower?
Okay.
Okay, here are the choices.
Oh.
Never, once or twice, every time, or show results. Like people who just want to see what the results are.
Oh.
They don't want to really vote one way or the other.
It's like, what does that mean?
So
Okay.
I'll just tell you, show results got 15%. There's 15 out of 100.
They
that
don't
said,
want to.
I don't want to.
vote, but I want
So
to know.
you know that
They
they
do. Yeah, they absolutely do.
Okay.
They do. They just don't want to click. Yeah, I peed in
You
the
would
shower.
say everybody does.
Well, I do
Uh-huh.
every time.
But you would say the other people are probably lying.
No, I think some people once or twice.
Okay. Is there anonymity in this
There,
poll?
there's 5. Yeah, it's anonymous. 5 people said never.
5 people have never peed in the shower.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
I
First of
honestly, I think I had never peed in the shower up until
all, well, I will say this. I don't know how it works for girls, but for boys,
they pee. Girls pee.
in the shower,
Oh, I just thought you didn't know if they even peed at all.
I think they probably do pee.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is, I think guys in the shower peeing is probably more prevalent than girls.
I would think so, definitely.
Right?
Yes.
I don't-
We don't need to get into the particulars, but
Aw.
no, we don't. We don't need to. But I think there are reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the next?
Every time was 66%.
66% every time.
So 2/3 of everybody pees in the shower every time.
Yeah.
Plus the 15% that just
Yeah.
don't want to
They just want to see the results. So
So
if you add that together, that's 81%.
Okay.
So 81% of the dudes upstream from you at Planet Fitness are peeing in the shower.
Well, they're not upstream, but the guy before me. you
Oh,
think.
the guy before you.
Yeah.
He peed in the shower for sure. If 10 guys took a shower that day,
Yeah.
8 of them peed.
Yeah. It's very uncomfortable.
And one probably pooped. That was me.
Then you got to do the waffle stomp.
Picked a bad week to eat only protein.
Oh my goodness.
Get the shower super hot.
I knew.
Then you got poop steam coming.
Listen, I knew that me. It's been a while since we've done potty humor.
We've avoided potty humor
I
for a
knew
while.
that me.
Yeah.
I knew that saying this was going to bring up some unfortunate discussion.
Like waffle stomp.
yes, like that. Like
good
I
term.
could go.
Such a good term. I
Well,
love it.
credit to where credit is due. That's an Aaron slob.
Oh.
That's an AA run, the waffle stomp. At camp, he was in the room with my boys at camp, and it was a group shower situation. And there's one drain in the middle of the floor, and there was a piece of poop on it. And so there's a bunch of teenage boys, sharing a shower,
And-
there's a piece of poop right on the drain. And Aaron's like, whoever did that is going to need to waffle stomp it.
It's so good.
Aaron might be on the show next week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See, I taught my boys, so a lot of times when the boys come into the bathroom to pee, a lot of times I'm on the toilet pooping. And so I was like, hey, just turn on the hot.
Stop. Wait. How many bathrooms do you have?
One.
You just have one bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. And so I'll be in there, and they'll come in. Dad, I have to pee. I'm like, just pee in the shower or pee off the porch. The porch is my favorite place to pee.
Yeah. Well, you live out in the country,
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Even in town.
Even when I was in town. And so they pee in the shower. And Maddox, who's 7, knows to turn the hot water on and rinse it down.
Yeah.
Ollie just got into the habit now where he just sometimes just pees in the shower just because. And he doesn't turn the water on. So then I walk out, oh, what? And then I look in the toilet. It's like, oh, the toilet's been flushed. And then I open the shower to get in. I'm like, oh, Ollie. Gosh.
You need to be drinking more water.
Yeah, you need to hydrate.
It's like Lord of the Flies over at your place. It's just crazy.
Never read it, but I probably agree. It's just a free-for-all.
Ollie. It's funny instantly. Ollie.
Every time. Because I'm like, Maddox knows.
Yeah.
Savannah, I don't think pees in the shower.
Well, not that
And
you
I'm
know
like,
of.
Yeah.
Ollie was over at our house the other day, and he
peed in the
had a
shower.
Gatorade.
He probably did.
He probably did. He actually went into our restroom that only has a toilet, so who knows what he did? Should check the sink.
I've done that.
He was over there, and he had a Gatorade that he was drinking, and it was one of the ones that's got the top that's like the, I don't know, you turn it and it was like, must have been slightly open. He picked it up and he shook it, and he didn't know if he didn't know I was watching him. He thought nobody was watching him, and he shook it, and Gatorade just went everywhere. And he goes, and he just kind of, he just kind of ran away. It was funny. Didn't tell anybody. And he was like, I don't think anybody saw me. It was Gatorade everywhere. Not my problem.
Yeah. That's him.
When we were kids, little kids, you were caught trying to pee in both the refrigerator and the hamper.
And the closet.
Turns out Dan was a sleepwalker.
Yeah.
And mom would catch him peeing on various items in the house. He had the fridge open. His drawers dropped. Getting ready to pee in the fridge.
She stopped me before that one.
Yeah.
Thank God.
The hamper
got the brunt. I think. I think the first like 2 times they didn't know to stop me because it was just confusing. Like, what are you doing, Dan? What are you doing? What are you doing? So and then they learned if Dan's wonking, he's got that look in his eye. Send him to the toilet.
I used to sleep eat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I used to
That's
walk to
terrifying.
the fridge and then come back into my room and I'd have wrappers everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
And
funny.
My parents were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Until like it went on for like weeks, and then they caught me, and then
But you were sleepwalking.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was asleep, and then they woke me up, and I freaked out because you don't wake up somebody sleepwalking.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Gus would wake up, and go eat.
Yeah.
Like at 3 a.m.
I thought you were going to say he'd wake up and go pee in the closet.
No. Well, that too. That too. Gus would pee his bed, but it was really impressive when he did it from across the room. But Gus would go into the refrigerator, and one time we had a frozen pizza in there that was in like a take and bake type of thing. It was all in plastic. And he tore through the plastic and ate half the pizza, frozen pizza.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Probably got some plastic in there too.
Yeah.
He's like a toddler.
Checks
Like he was
out.
always doing this. Like, what are you doing? It's
I
like,
ate
I was
frozen
hungry.
pizza
He
rolls
was
one
hungry.
time when I was drunk in college. They're not good.
You finished that bag though.
I ate some of them, yeah.
All right. What else you got?
I don't know.
You
we're
want to do the Netflix
30 minutes.
suggestion of the
yeah.
week? I got one that you're going to be pretty excited about.
Okay.
I don't want to overplay
got
my
2.
hand, but I think you're going to be. I think your eyes are going to get wide, and you're going to go. Ooh! You're going to be very excited about it because I don't think you know about it.
Netflix,
got a good one. Thanks for asking.
watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something
Jason.
like that, like YouTube. Or we don't wanna
What is
put a
it?
box around what
Give
you
me your
watch,
Netflix
so-
suggestion of the week.
I think that song gets longer.
That is. That's so good.
We still might try to speed it up.
We're gonna
but
do
it would
something.
require some work.
It's a lot of work.
So I watched 2 things on Netflix this week. Brand new. Both both released stand-up shows, comedians.
Okay.
One was Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was called. I can't remember either one. Oh, the second one, I remember the name of it. Dave Chappelle. It's called The Dreamer. And they were both excellent. I liked them both a lot. Ricky Gervais is an atheist, like religion, God-hating, whatever.
Sure.
So that comes out in that.
Really?
Turns out, yeah. I found it entertaining.
Okay.
I think
He's very funny.
he's very funny, but he also brings some like just some common sense to it, you know, because he's making fun of it. And I think he's an equal opportunity criticizer.
Oh,
He's
I
going to
think so.
criticize everybody. I like that. Let's
Yeah.
just bring everybody down to the same level.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle, he leads the show off with a transgender joke.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's gotten in trouble for it recently.
Yeah. On Netflix.
On Netflix. And so he moves on from transgender to start making fun of retarded kids.
Okay.
And so, once again, equal opportunity criticizer.
Sure.
What he's doing is he's like, listen, this is a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And we're not allowed telling jokes anymore. So it was an interesting concept. And in The Dreamer, the last story that he told was super inspirational, I thought. And the reality is,
Was he smoking during the show? He usually smokes.
well,
during his
towards the end of the show, he lit up a cigarette.
Yeah.
Cigarette.
Cigarette. Jazz.
Self-rolled. And I liked it a lot. I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan. I think he's great. He lives here in Ohio. We should try to get him on the show.
Yellow. What's the name of the town? Yellow Springs. I
Something
think?
like that, yeah.
Have you driven through Yellow Springs?
It's nice.
Super woke, but yeah.
It's super nice.
What I call my shower peas.
Yellow Springs.
Yep.
Good callback, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
You're learning.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, you ready for this?
Yeah.
You're gonna be pretty excited about
I'm
this.
pretty excited.
Okay, so first of all, my Netflix suggestions of the week are going to be weird this month. I'm not going to be watching a lot of television this month, so I got to pull some stuff, from different places or old things. But I saw this on YouTube, and so I watched just the first few minutes of it, and it is a documentary on the 2023 Barkley Marathon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
I knew you would
Now,
be
is
excited
it
about
high
this.
production level?
Pretty good. Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good. It's not just some dude with
Is it
an
like the
iPhone.
same crew that did it? Do
So
we
no,
know?
different crew.
Okay.
I've actually seen. So the difference in this one is it is about the whole race, but it really specifically follows one guy.
Lazarus?
No.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
It's his
Yes.
race. It's
no,
his
but they
race.
follow one racer.
I got you.
So this guy's name is Joe something or other. He has the world record for the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
He has the world record, I think, for the Pacific Coast Trail.
Yeah.
He has the world record for the Arizona Trail, which is 800 miles straight through Arizona. I actually watched a documentary about that.
Okay.
He ran there's a trail that runs through Arizona that goes from Mexico to Utah.
Yeah.
And he did it in 13 days, 800 miles. Like insanity. This guy is superhuman. He's
Yeah.
an alien. He's weird how he can do what he does. But anyway, it follows him, and this is the first time he apparently has applied to be in this race 5 years in a row. And this is the first
they
time
accepted him.
they
Yeah.
finally accepted him. I mean, he's got a lot of clout. So
Yeah. And they only allow so many.
there's only so many people,
Yeah.
and even to be able to, no one even knows. There's no website to submit.
Right.
You
You
just
have to
gotta
figure it out.
know a guy or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So so he gets in the race, and it specifically follows him. And but it does follow the whole race and kind of tells the story of the race, but specifically kind of zeroed in.
It
on
helps
this
to
one
probably
guy.
watch the original.
Yeah, I think if you don't know what the Barkley Marathon is, well, explain it, Jason.
So the Barkley Marathon,
You're a big fan.
I love. Well, first of all, that documentary might be my favorite documentary, and that's saying something because I love. I'm a doc guy.
The King of Kong.
King of Kong,
is the
Fistful of
best.
Quarters is
That's the best.
with Billy Mitchell, Steve Wiebe. Listen,
It's such a good documentary.
those are my top two. I mean, those if you have never seen these, you have to watch them.
Yeah.
Barkley
They
Marathons.
will be, both of them, you will, whatever you were doing, you're not doing that anymore.
No, stop.
Because you're going to finish this documentary.
You have to,
Yeah.
and they're not crazy long, hour and
No,
a half
no,
each.
it's
or
not like
something like
Civil War by Ken Burns.
that. Yeah, and I'd finish that too.
I did.
Yeah. So, anyways, Barkley Marathons, Tennessee, out in the middle of nowhere. They just started kind of on a whim.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bet between
having
two
an
guys.
argument.
They were having an argument because the guy that did he shoot Reagan?
Maybe.
Some guy tried to assassinate someone. He went to prison. What's the name of that prison? Bushy Hills.
Sure.
Something like that.
I don't remember.
And there was he escaped from prison, and there was a massive search for him. And so at this time, they were saying, how far could you get in 5 days?
Yeah, he had 5 days. Like, how far could somebody get? And
they didn't find him for 5 days.
So one dude's like, well, I think I could go I could go 100 miles in 5 days. Like, you're crazy.
Not in this area, you couldn't, And so that was the original bet. So they made the race 100 miles, 5 days. It's a consecutive race.
In the hills in Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee, yeah.
This is not some flatland
So what they do
race.
is they don't stop the race. There's a course, and it's off trail. I think they said a third of it is on trail and 2/3 is off trail.
And you might decide at some point you want to go off trail, even if there is a trail, because you might cut straight to where you're going. It doesn't matter how you get from point to point, just that you get from point to point.
Right. There's something like 20 points along the way.
Yeah.
At each point, there's a book. You're assigned a number. If you're number 32, you have to go to each book and rip out page number 32 to prove that you made it to that point.
Yeah.
So there is some, legitimacy if you do come back with all these pages.
Yeah.
You made it to all these points.
Because you can't cheat. You don't know what the books are going to be beforehand. It's just this one dude that does the race. He's responsible for all of it.
This guy, at first you think he's super dumb. He's like the smartest man in America.
And so the last time, as of the documentary, I didn't finish it, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But at the last time someone finished the race, because this race is so hard, people don't finish it.
For the first 15 years, nobody finished it.
I think in the history of the race, 25 or something like that.
That last documentary is like 25.
Yeah, 25 people has finished it. The last time someone finished the race was 2017.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
So this is 2023.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone's going to finish it or not.
And they change the race a little bit each year.
Oh, yeah.
The trail, where it's going, and so that it doesn't give anybody an unfair advantage.
I get the sense that he's in a place now, he's just making it way harder than it even ever was.
Yeah, and it's a crazy terrain. Crazy terrain.
And the weather, they said even within a 5-day period or something, it might be really hot and then really cold. This race was like under 32 degrees most of the time, so the guys are freezing cold.
And so the race is consecutive time.
Yeah.
You have basically 5 days to run 5 loops, and each loop is 20 miles.
Yeah, well, it says it's 20 miles, but they say it's actually about a marathon.
Yeah.
So it's about 5 marathons in a row.
125 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. And so if you come back after doing loop 1, you could choose to grab a bite to eat. You could take a nap. You could grab some food.
They said the elevation climb is Mount Everest. Like the total.
When it's all said and done.
When it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's wild. Barkley Marathons is top 1 or 2 documentaries of all time.
So this is a specific documentary. It's like maybe 90 minutes
on YouTube.
On YouTube,
Yeah.
It is professionally done. It's good, and it's about the 2023 race.
Okay, I'm all in
of the Barkley Marathon. So
we'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, you have to go look it up.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my Netflix suggestion of the week.
You got one, Jess?
Yeah, I do. So it is rated M for mature. So don't watch it with someone that's not mature. There's no nudity in it or anything like that. It's just language and some suggestive themes. But if you like Super Troopers, the movie, you'll like this. It's on Netflix, called Tacoma FD, and it follows a Tacoma firefighter, troop, and it's got a lot of the guys from Super Troopers in it. And it is just, it's stupid comedy, stupid humor. But it's like, basically, like I said, if you like Super Troopers, you'll like Tacoma FD.
It's a movie?
No, it's a series.
It's a series.
Yep. Right now there's 4 seasons on Netflix. I don't know when they started, when they end.
Yeah.
But so it's pretty funny. If you like dumb humor, it's pretty good. Like I said, there's some areas in it.
If you're listening to Lauer Road Radio, you like a sophisticated brand
I'm
of humor.
pandering to our audience here. I typically watch very sophisticated things.
Yeah. It checks out.
What is sophisticated humor? What's the most sophisticated?
I don't even know.
Is that even possible?
Can I just tell you, I'm pretty upset.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset.
You're always kind of
next weekend.
Yeah, borderline.
Next weekend, Shelby's going to see Nate Bargatze.
Oh yeah, you told
without
us about
me.
That. Yeah.
I'm pretty upset about that. Leave me with the kids. She's going to see Nate.
That's the worst part about it.
You should show up with the kids to see Nate.
You should.
Oh, look.
Okay. Preston, you got something?
Finn has been into Kung Fu Panda, so I've been watching a lot of Kung Fu Panda.
How do you say that?
Kung Fu
He said
Panda.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, say it
Kung.
again.
It's Kung.
Kung.
Yeah.
Kung.
Say it, Kung.
Kong.
Let's be
Yeah,
careful.
like Kong.
Let's be
I know what I
careful.
said. Yeah.
Kong, Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
King Kong,
King of Kong.
King of Kong.
Fistful of quarters.
There it is. Callback.
Teddy loves Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda is great.
They're getting
I
ready to
love Jack
release a
Black.
fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So pretty excited about that. No, the first Kung Fu Panda is great.
It is great.
Yeah. The
Dustin
rest of them,
Hoffman
yeah.
is great. Is
The
he
other
still
ones,
with us?
I think so.
Lucy
Yeah.
Liu, Dustin Hoffman.
I think Angelina Jolie is one of
Oh, maybe I'm getting her.
them. Lucy Liu's one of them.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's the snake.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Angelina Jolie is the tiger, maybe? I don't
Something like
care.
that.
I've lost interest in this. What else we got?
I got stuff.
I was at Costco the other
Let me
day,
pull my list.
and the lady at Costco told me, well, I go to pay, and for some reason, I'm by myself. God only knows why I'm by myself at Costco.
How did that happen?
I don't know how that happened, but I am by myself. And I realized that somehow there was a snafu, and I got Erica's Costco card, and she
Oh.
must have mine.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, this is my wife. We switched cards.
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry. Can't
That happened to you.
can't do it. And I was like, well, come on, guy. Like, it's obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry, you got to go to the desk. You got to give them their information. You can get a temporary card and that sort of thing. And the lady at Costco at the thing, she was telling me about it. And she's like, well, we've really been cracking down on, she's like, I'm sure you saw it on the news. That's what she said. I was like,
Why don't you tell me about
and
it?
I was like, oh, well, which is true. I said, well, I don't really watch the news. I did find it hard to believe that the news tonight, Costco's cracking down on membership sharing. But she's like, the way she said it, she's like, I'm sure you've seen it in the news. And I was like, well, I don't really watch the news.
Yeah.
So, and then she comes back with, well, I don't watch the news either.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, no, you do watch the news.
Well, yeah, at
like
least
you
once.
just said you did. I think you're just saying that because I said I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
And you
You
want
said that? Or you thought it?
Jason, who are you talking to? I
You
thought
thought
it.
it.
didn't
I would say it.
you would say it. You would
Wait a
just say it.
second. I'm calling you out.
But I just, the dual thing, first of all, hilarious that it's on the news and that they're cracking down on Costco memberships, which I don't believe.
Costco and Netflix cracking down on
Well, I
memberships.
just think there's a lot of people are getting a little bit more liberal with their
like my Panera subscription.
their sharing
Yeah.
of subscriptions. Like my HBO subscription, I share it with Preston.
Yeah, definitely.
I was at Panera right before I came
I let
here.
him
Yeah, no,
set
I
up
get
all
it.
the profiles.
Yeah.
I let him take care of the account information,
Yeah.
the updating,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of thing.
They don't really care about my Cinemax subscription. I share that with pretty much everybody.
I do like how no one has yet to make their own profile and just continues to use mine.
I'm sure. Erica, I pull it up because there are a couple of shows on HBO that we like. There's that Home show in particular. And I pull up HBO. She's like, which profile do we use? Just the guest? I'm like, no, I use Preston's.
I go out there all the time. I'm like, what is this?
Messing up your algorithm.
Listen, y'all have really messed up my Cinemax algorithm too.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was at Panera right before coming to the show, and I went over to get my drink. I'm at the fountain getting my ginger ale,
As you do.
as I do. I got to drink this in the evening. Mm-hmm. Lemonade late at night, not good for me.
Sure.
A lot of caffeine.
Not good for you anytime.
No,
by
it's
the
good
way.
in the morning.
That charges
It really
lemonade.
gets me going, that charged lemonade.
There's
So
going to
I'm-
be so many lawsuits in the future about charged lemonade.
There already is. Like right now.
Okay,
People are
well, there you
dying.
go, yeah.
So I'm getting my...
Is that in the news?
yeah. I'm sure you've seen it.
I don't really watch the news.
I don't either.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting my drink, and I hear this guy, probably, I don't know, 20, 21, 22, something like that. And I hear him get out his phone, and he goes, hey, Grandma, how you doing? And she's like, I could kind of hear a little bit. And he goes, hey, I'm at Panera. And and he goes, when's the last time you were at Panera? And then he goes, so that was more than 2 hours ago? And he's like, "Is it okay if I use your subscription?" He called it, "Can I use your sippy cup?" That's
He
what
said that?
That's what he said. He didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, thanks, Grandma. Bye. Love you."
Was he talking to the teacher on Peanuts?
Well, that's what I could hear. I was having a hard. I was trying my hardest to listen to
Yeah.
both, but he was on. It wasn't a speakerphone,
That's
so I only heard
funny.
one side of it, and so it was funny.
What time do you normally go in the mornings?
Don't worry about it.
Like what time you going tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Just
going tomorrow.
randomly. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
whenever.
you might be disappointed tomorrow.
Oh, they know me. Half the time, they don't even type in my number.
kids
They just give me the cups.
My kids
for real.
discovered they shouldn't do that. They're not allowed. My
Hannah-
kids have
Hannah
discovered
does.
Hannah will. She's
Yeah.
nice. My kids have discovered that if you can order simultaneously, like at 2 registers at the same
Ready,
time,
set, go.
do it. That you can get one membership through.
Yeah.
I don't know if after that you have to wait for 4 hours. I think it's like swimming, but yeah, that's funny.
It is funny. Okay, so if you have a plate of food,
All right,
let's say you have a burger, fries, and a Coke.
nothing wrong with that.
Right? All American meal.
Mm-hmm.
What is
already.
what is the order that you're eating
Oh,
these in?
Okay.
Now listen.
Mm-hmm.
This is critical. I had McDonald's for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Just a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. Diarrhea.
No waffle stomp there.
No.
It's the Hershey slide.
That checks out. So I have to eat the fries first because McDonald's fries,
because they get cold.
they get cold and they're gross when they're cold. McDonald's fries hot.
So let's
is
just
fantastic.
assume this is a quality. I went
Like
to I went to Son of Thurman's the other day.
Okay, that's pretty
I
good.
love Son of Thurman's. Their fries are good. Man, their fries are good.
Yeah.
So let's just say it's quality,
Not McDonald's.
not McDonald's.
Okay.
All right. Burger, fries, and
Burger,
Coke.
fries, and a Coke.
I get it. I'm going to eat 5 fries and a bite of my sandwich. Maybe then I'll eat about 20% of my sandwich, and then I'll eat like maybe another 20% of the fries, sandwich fries while I'm drinking the Coke.
So you're
I
like
never-
an even
Yeah, I'm
eater.
going to distribute it out. I want the last bite to be the burger.
Burger.
That's what I want my last bite to
With
be.
some Coke left.
Yeah, a little bit of Coke in the bottom. It's been years since I've had a Coke, but let's just say, yeah. The last thing I do is drink the Coke, but finish it off. But yeah, I like to bounce around. I'm not going to finish the one thing at a
So
time guy.
a fine establishment like that, I'm going to have 2 or 3 fries right off the bat because they taste fabulous.
Oh man, I want those fries.
I'm going to
so
eat
bad.
the whole burger.
Oh really?
Then I will finish my fries because there have been times,
Yeah.
believe it or not, I'm not hungry anymore. After I eat the burger, I get halfway through the fries. I'm going to throw away the potatoes rather than throw away the rest of that burger.
I hear you.
I'm not throwing away any of it.
I'm confident in my ability to eat everything.
You know, the older I get, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
I
I've
used to
been
be able to
eating
eat everything,
Less often. I've been eating basically one meal a day.
but twice as much.
During that meal. No, but what it does mean is like I went to Son of Thurman's and I was pretty confident. Like, yeah, I'll take the whatever and
The triple cheeseburger.
yeah, and I'm gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
I didn't get a bun though, but I ate like a pound of fries, so I don't know what I was doing.
See, I always like to end. I'm kind of like opposite of you, Dan. Now I'll eat fries first, a couple fries, handful maybe, and then I'll just inhale the burger.
Yeah.
And then if I'm eating with someone, they're normally not even started.
Yeah.
So then I got a little bit of time to sit and kind of dip my fries in ketchup.
Okay.
And I like to end with taking the last couple fries and like just rubbing them all over the plate to get the burger juice, to get the rest of the ketchup,
Sure.
any little morsel that I've missed, and
I
finish with that.
hate ketchup. I hate
I'm
ketchup.
not a big ketchup guy either.
I mean,
either.
I'll eat them plain. I'll eat them with whatever. But but now if it were at
But
McDonald's,
he doesn't
I
use
always
ketchup.
yeah. I don't really use ketchup,
Yeah,
but
he doesn't use it.
but if I'm at McDonald's or somewhere, it's fries last because then you can just empty the fry container into your
yeah.
mouth, and that's just a good way to end the meal. Like that's the notification to my body. It's done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Preston?
I'll try a fry first to see if it's good because some places fries are.
That is
awful.
true.
So I'll try one, and if it's good, I'll eat 2 or 3, and I just destroy the burger. And then after that, I'll just like eat some fries
I like
and
to
finish
go.
the drink.
I'm definitely going
I,
back and forth.
I don't
the
like
whole
that.
time.
No,
No.
even like Thanksgiving, if I got like 8 different things on my plate, I eat all of one thing. all of something else,
Yeah.
all of something else, and I go worst to first. I save on Thanksgiving. I save the best for last.
Stuffing.
The stuffing. Come
That's
on.
what you
Well,
like
I
the
start
best.
and I end with the stuffing.
Oh,
It's the alpha and the omega.
I don't think I've once been like, man, I could just go for some good stuffing.
I love stuffing.
I'd
love
take the
stuffing.
stuffing
Not the
out of
stovetop crap. That's not stuffing.
I don't like
Always
any of
loved
that.
stuffing.
Oh, I love stuffing
Jesse,
so much.
do you have a strong opinion?
Nope, I'm protesting until I get my song on the board.
Oh,
Okay, it requires a little
I
bit of
know,
effort.
I know,
Come
I know.
on.
We're
Well,
working on it.
you know,
We've
if you want me to put in work,
we've
gotta put in some
contacted
work, too.
the
Association for Podcasting.
and we're waiting. It's pending approval.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's a board approval process. It's complicated.
it consists. The board consists of Joe Rogan
Boy Blob.
and Chris. What's his name?
Tucker.
Nerdist.
Chris
What's
Kringles,
the guy from Nerdist? That was a big
Chris
podcast.
Hardwick.
Yeah, it's Chris Hardwick,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, and
And Blob Boy.
Blob Boy.
Yeah.
Well, when that's figured out, have your people contact my people.
Okay.
We'll,
All right.
we'll get that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So we're done, right?
Basically.
I got some more stuff. I don't know if we're at time. I was waiting for the
We
sound
got
of my
a
ears.
minute and 30
Stella, do you have that
seconds.
going?
That's Jason's not so subtle way of telling Stella to play the
Did
music.
you hit it? Oh, there it
I heard
is.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. My ears are messed
Is that
up.
a new shirt?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas.
I could tell.
Yeah. Is there still a tag on it?
No, it just
Yes.
it doesn't
There could be.
stink as much as your normal clothes do.
That checks out too. Teddy asked me a question.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't know if I should save this or roll with it.
Maybe we
I'll
use
save
it
it.
as a teaser. Maybe you ask the question and we'll give our
No,
answer
I
next
give it away.
time.
Okay, time to think about it.
Yeah,
Would you rather be? We're watching.
I won't answer.
Okay, we're watching Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
He says, "Would you rather be a Jedi or Captain America?"
Okay,
Think about it.
I will think about it. I'm gonna pray on it. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Bubba, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids, and especially you, Mama Jules, mother of Jules.
The Canadian singer?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's Jewel.
No, this is Jules.
Does Jules have bad teeth like Jewel does?
I don't know.
Listen, if Jewel had good teeth, I mean, she's pretty hot.
Is it Jewel spelled like the e-cigarette? Juul?
No.
Jewel?
It's Jules. She's also happens to be the queen of the pet heads.
Pat.
Uh-huh.
Pat McAfee?
Pat McAfee. Yeah. Great podcaster.
Isn't he no longer with us? Pat McAfee?
No, he's with us.
Who's
Yeah.
Pat McAfee?
Harrison watches the show. He's a kicker.
He used to be a punter and a kicker.
He's
for the
actually
Colts
very funny.
And then Patriots. And
Oh, who am I thinking of? Pat. Who's the guy
Say
that
Jack?
Who's the guy that died?
Pat Sajak is with us.
Who's the guy
Is
that
he?
died?
Pat Summerall.
No. He died like in war. He was like a football player,
Pat
and he like
McCusker? Patrick
Pat
Tillman.
Tillman.
Pat Tillman.
Yeah.
That's who I was
Fatty
thinking.
Yeah,
T.
he's no
Yeah.
longer.
We need to be done.
Hey,
Yeah, well, I'll save it.
okay.
Okay, no, listen, I'll do it really quick.
Yeah.
Are we still recording? Okay, don't stop any of the stuff. Listen,
Uh-huh.
we got a special
Offer
offer
for you.
for everybody who listens. So if you've made it this far, you are a valued listener of Lauer Bird Radio.
Verified Lauer Patch Kid.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
probably a subscriber to my mole page,
Yeah. Onlymoles.com.
onlymoles.com, where I just take up close-up shots of my mole.
So-
Molly fans. Molly fans.
So listen, there is a Cash App that's associated with Lauer Bird Radio, and the Colonel said that he's willing to bring $2,000, not $2,000. I'm sorry. What? $200 to the table.
he just lost his
I
mind.
know he just spit up his beer, swallowed his cigarette. Okay, well, let's
willing-
just say it. Let's just say it. Let's just say it.
Okay.
Because I've already said it.
Uh-huh.
He's willing to match up to $2,000 on anybody
Anybody
who sends a Cash App
in the
to
next month,
in the month of January.
in the month of January, up to $2,000, he'll match it.
That's what he said. Yeah.
cool.